touch made by Pang. Square is the call from the touchline, and that's what Samoa do. Lovely stepping through the contact. Here's Cody Tuimaseva. Leaula there at the half. Great touch indeed, but Samoa wrapping round the corner still. Eventually they run out of space. Ah Wong forced to turn it over. But the pace of this game, Spencer, has been, well, pretty rapid so far.
Yeah, it's quick. You never know what's going to happen. I think turnovers, unforced errors, and the other team is just capitalizing. We just want to see Hong Kong start to capitalize. Get the ball in their 50, you know?
That's Spencer Bolt from Team Canada, who, well, they had a really passionate display in their opening game. You can hear you from just the pitch behind us, and Samoa bringing that same energy here, as are Hong Kong. That's a great pickup, gliding through the lines, the diving touch. A really important intervention. That was a great touch. Diving off her feet that time was Charlize Fleming. And there's a nice ball inside as well. A physical contact in this women's open competition. Lofted ball inside from Fleming. Here's the pickup from Patti Sinalape. Lemusu there at the half again. Nasai Leo in support there of Lemusu, but what a lovely weighted pass. Fong in behind. Great ball out wide. Trioni Posini is the beneficiary in the end, but what a move that was by Samoa. Just when you thought Hong Kong got across to cover, they found that last pass, and they're good value for their lead.
Yeah, that's great foundational rugby. Ball to hand, catch pass, and then you score in the corner. That's what you like.
Great score, but Hong Kong desperate to respond here through Ka-Ling Chung. Back in possession is Chung. Running onto the pass, Chi-Ling Wong. Chung. Inside to Wong. But just spilt on the pickup. An unforced error. Samoa escape. Their mixed open side was stunned by France in the last game in those early stages, and they've now turned it right around here in the Women's Open against Hong Kong. They lead by 3. And they're up to halfway. On come the substitutes. Great line by Fong. Well, it's a softly weighted pass just beyond Bailey Marchong. Hong Kong wastes no time in getting us back underway. Little show and go from Chung. Looking really bright in the midfield. Driving up past the 10-metre. Here goes Pang. Victoria Wong in control for Hong Kong China. Pang almost through the line. Right foot step from Victoria Wong, and they just ran out of time there. Hong Kong, Spencer, you can see, have a way into this game. Samoa just keeping that out for now.
Yeah, I think Hong Kong's just giving themselves those unforced errors when they have the chance. There's some ball dropping, so hopefully second half, you know, they can clean it up, get off to the races a bit.
For now, though, it's Samoa who have shown little of that sort of, well, complacency for now, but immediately, as I've gone to say that, they have spilled it, so a big chance for Hong Kong there, still in this first half. Here's Lok Ching Sonia Ng at 13 onto the field, and straight off it as well. Pang, oh, great defence. Charlize Fleming flying through the line, forcing a turnover and taking the touch. Lealu through the centre, lifted into the path of Tuimaseve. And they've got 6 more touches to play with. Play on is the call indeed. Leula. Fleming forces another touch. Dean Taini working in the middle there as well and has it back. Well, Dean Taini, but a turnover.
Hong Kong. Great touch from Hong Kong to force that turnover. That's smart rugby. Oh no.
Well, it's just gone the other way as well. Samoa on the right side of the referee's whistle at the moment. Big opportunity for them. Fleming. looking to tease the contact. Fleming on the return, goes herself, and scores from close range. What a first half from Charlize Fleming. And a great finish, Spencer.
Yeah, you know, there is quite a tactic to the dive and touch. It's a little different than Union. There's some skill involved, and she really showed that for us.
Well, it's a great finish. Well, Hong Kong, though, back with ball in hand. They now trail by 4 unanswered scores. It's looking particularly dangerous here. Gliding through the centre. Chi Ling Wong opens Hong Kong China's account here in this Women's Open fixture. And, well, that was something out of nothing, really, Spencer.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful heads-up rugby. She saw her half gap at the line and took it. Great dive.
Hong Kong on the board. The wind playing havoc with the scoreboard on the far side. But 4-1 it will eventually proclaim. Bailey Ma Chong takes the first touch for Samoa. Good step off the right. Ma Chong again in control for this Women's Open side. Change of pace from the mixed 35 that we've had for you live from pitch 4 so far, where Samoa were beaten by France in the last game. But they're in form here against Hong Kong, whose mixed open side were beaten in the 30s category by Germany in our first game of the day. But diving in, well, score given. Almost. What a response from Samoa. Instead, they're pulled back for another. Bailey Ma Chong didn't think that one had been given by the referee. So instead, they'll tap from close range. And Ma Chong looked to go again. Is crowded out by the try scorer, Chi Ling Wong. Lola looking to play half. Ma Chong takes touch. Lola with the pickup. And there's space out wide instead. Tuimasheve dives in herself right in front of that wall of blue in the dead ball area there. And Samoa proclaim another score. And they are drifting out in front here of Hong Kong. And as we edge towards half time with about 7 minutes on the clock, it's looking a little bit dangerous for Hong Kong here, Spencer.
Yeah, I think, you know, Hong Kong just needs to stick to the basics right now, keep their heads up and just keep driving, doing what they're doing. It's good to get the first half out the way and then second half come in strong.
Touch made on Victoria Wong. Lock. Wong. Fleming looking to make the touch. Victoria Wong is caught this time. But this is a big opportunity for Hong Kong, Spencer.
Yeah, fresh 6, right on their line. They need to, you know, stay calm, use their 6 touches, and try to exploit Samoa.
Some teasing footwork again from Victoria Wong, and final pass just doesn't go to hand. A little bit rushed there, Spencer, considering how many touches they had left in their pocket.
Yeah, I think, you know, on the 7, it's important. Keep calm, keep cool, try and use all 6, because that's just 6 opportunities to take it to the line. It's just too bad for Hong Kong.
South Africa have scored on the pitch behind us up against Fiji. With a wall of green shirts this time in support of them. A very large contingent of South African touch players here at the World Cup in Nottingham. Samoa have countered so well. Nasilo with great yards and then drifting through the defence. Lemusu with a great run and the ball back inside. A beautiful score. Tuimasheve has another one in quick succession, but that one was created by Lemusu. Spencer, just really impressive touch from this Samoan team.
Yeah, I think even just there, it's just showing their, you know, heads-up rugby, understanding. It's a quick scoop off the ground. They need that support, running through the defenders, quick feet, all around great rugby to watch, honestly.
6-1 in favour of Samoa, this Women's Open side, putting on an exhibition for us live on pitch 4. Here goes Bailey Match. Here goes Hong Kong, though, in response. What can they create? Just driven back there. Here goes Bennett Forak for Hong Kong, and then spilt in the end by Hill. But Spencer, that attack never really looked that threatening.
No, I think, you know, they're losing their momentum. They're taking those touches, and there's no scoop. Their scrum half's a little bit late to the ball. If they had a little bit different timing, better timing, some momentum, maybe they could start to exploit and take those dives at the line, I think.
For now, though, Samoa with this barnstorming run up through the centre from Tila Lola. But unfortunately, a turnover there. Great run to get things going, but Hong Kong would love another score before half-time. Trail by 5-1. They'd really struggle to get back into this game if things remain the same for too much longer. And that is a poor turnover to give away, Spencer.
Yeah, in your own half, first touch. I mean, it's just about clear comms, who's getting the ball off that first ruck. It's just kind of clinical rugby that you don't want those easy mistakes to give away.
For now, though, big opportunity for Samoa. They've got plenty of space on the right-hand side instead. Jessamina Fong goes herself, draws the touch. Here's Lola. Ma Chong opening up herself. Lovely weighted pass. Patty Sialape goes into the corner for yet another Samoan score. And the game is racing away from Hong Kong. Samoa just so clinical at every stage of the game. But they'll tap off from halfway. Now, the touch made, the pace, Spencer, has just sort of fallen away from this Hong Kong attack.
Yeah, I know. I think they're losing themselves a bit to those conceded scores. I think, you know, getting their heads down a bit. I think what they need to do is come together at halftime, take those deep breaths, and really go hard, keep that momentum second half. Just like that. We love that. A long ball straight to the corner, as I was just saying, getting that momentum back in.
Well, something out of nothing there. Exactly what Hong Kong China needed. Chung Se Yim in the end. Touches down in the corner, but, well, it doesn't look like the score has been given. That is such a shame, Spencer.
Oh, it's too bad, as I was just saying. That's just what they needed to head into the half. But like I was saying, you know, get in, heads in, keep positive, keep going. Like, it's all about getting those reps in at this point for them.
An important touch there by Chi Ling Wong. But Samoa instead will have another 6 touches to play with right on the stroke of half-time. Good pick-up from Puccini. And a great run by Naciolio, but Naciolio is penalised.
This is where we need that pace from Hong Kong. That level-headed pace.
Searching for the box, but they've burnt a few too many touches already. That's a better carry. And it's just palmed into the path of Victoria Wong again. But they're out of time here. Samoa back in possession. A winding carry by Lamusu. And it might open up a little bit here for Ella Watkins, who hands it off. Puccini, good ball inside to Lamusu. And Samoa now are rolling. Puccini at the half, desperate for support. Tuimaseve hands it off once again. Samoa looking to create from close range. Caught. Trioni Puccini just ran out of room on that left wing for Samoa. Lovely wraparound from Hong Kong. Wong caught. And just maybe a miscommunication there. Chung Se Yim found the pass to be beyond her. And here's Bailey Ma Chong running the show. Ma Chong with it back everywhere for Samoa. Patty Sialape forced to turn it over. One more chance in this half for Hong Kong, perhaps. Well, the ball goes down there. It's a turnover that goes Hong Kong's way. 6 more. The buzzer will go any second now, but perhaps they can churn out one more opportunity, Hong Kong. They trail by 7-1 against Samoa. But here's Elderi Bennett Horak. Good ball inside. Good take by Yin. Under a bit of pressure. Here's Wong. Good pick up by Chung. And a good ball as well. Chung on the return. Lovely pass inside. Ching Lam Lok hits the deck. And, well, unfortunately, the score is denied right on the stroke at half-time. Hong Kong crash over, but it isn't given as the buzzer sounds. So going into the break, Samoa lead by 7 tries to 1. Spencer, a pretty complete performance by this Samoan Women's Open side.
Yeah, I think, you know, they're completing their sets. They're scoring on those good opportunities. They're scoring all around the pitch. And then they have that shut-down defense, that pistoning for the sub-off play against Hong Kong. And they're just forcing those unforced errors for the poor Hong Kong, I think. Going into the second half, it's just keep doing what they're doing for Samoa.
Well, in our first showing of the Women's Open here on pitch 4, Samoa encroaching on double figures with Hong Kong, a mountain to climb. They trail by 7 tries to 1 with 20 minutes still to play. Live here from the 2024 Touch Rugby World Cup at Nottingham. Whenever you are bored, please come over. It's great. I might have to head back because I just saw my teammates actually finish. I assume you're playing something. Would you mind staying for the second half? Oh yeah. Is that right? But then, like, whenever you come over, please do that. You're great. Because I'm not in the banished from the village. Oh really? Yeah. Because I'm not. Since they've flown over to the contest, I suppose it's just better. But yeah, I'm sticking out here in the streets. Some moral touch support, basically. Yeah. Just by yourself, just thinking of anything to say the whole time. It's quite hard doing by yourself, just sitting on your own. My background. I work for next year. I've done the last university finals here, club finals, done a lot of touch in the last 20 years. Well, we're back live for the second half here of this Women's Opens encounter, where Samoa at the moment are 7-1 up against Hong Kong, China. A really dominant first half performance by a pretty complete Women's Open side who sit in the group of death alongside the likes of Australia and England. Spencer Bolt from Team Canada, part of their mixed open side, victorious in their opening game, is alongside me. Thank you for joining me, Spencer.
Yeah, of course, happy to be here. Another good half of rugby, hopefully, that we're about to watch.
And it's Samoa who have started the brightest, as you'd expect. The in-form team, lovely little goose step, drifting through. Charlize Fleming has looked really bright so far. One of the standouts in this Samoan team, full of running in the centre and making the touch there. Hong Kong, this is better from them. They've made it to the box side with plenty of touches still spare. Good carry from Fong. Looking to open up the pitch. There's the ball inside, slapped down by Fleming. I wonder if the touch was first. I think it might be 6 more for Hong Kong. Oh no, just the 1 more for them to create something with. Here's Wong. Touch made, so a turnover, but well, Spencer, a much better attack from them. They've worked their way up the field really well.
Absolutely. In the first half, we were seeing the ball dying almost before the 50s. So this is exactly what we wanted to see. Clearly, there was a conversation had at half that was, clean it up, get your fundamentals right, and let's get off to the races.
Well, Samoa now looking to inject a bit of speed and momentum. There's Nasalio. With a great pickup, Nasalio getting on the outside, looking to go all the way, is eventually caught. So we'll have a turnover. Good running from Nasalio, but as the half turned over with a touch. And Hong Kong through Huao Xing Law. Chan. Bennett Horak. Oh, and just spilt there. But a more even second half already, Spencer.
Yes, we're already seeing a better attack from Hong Kong. Some good shutdown defense, defending Samoa when they've usually been lethal in the 7.
Here goes Samoa again, stepping and weaving their way through. Bailey Marchong. Marchong with a great pickup, needs support, finds it out wide. Patty Sialape goes over, but was caught on the follow-through. Tuima Seve stands over it, hands it off to Marchong. Lovely little wraparound, the show and go, just needed that switch ball inside. Instead, it's a turnover for Hong Kong. And here come Hong Kong's Women's Open side. They trail by 7-1. But it's all square at the moment in the second half at least. Here's Chu. Oh, just shoved off the field there, but Howe now carries forward. Much better attack there with some great pace, some lovely hands, and well, Tuima Seve had a Hong Kong player all wrapped up, but forced the turnover as the ball goes to ground. And that's some great pace taken onto the pass. The footwork puts an opposition player to deck there from Tila Lola, who leaves the field. Here's Fleming. Well, slap down there, so 6 touches. You'd think Samoa must score from here to get their second half back on track.
Yeah, this is when they have the time to be patient, have fun a bit, complete their sets. They want a full set of 6, using all opportunities to attack that line.
Liula steps off the left, wonderful pace, finds the pass. Persini just in a little bit too little space there, so put it inside to Fong, but turnover is the call. Hong Kong from a long way from the Samoan line, and, well, an unforced error. They've worked really hard in this second half, but a bit of fatigue perhaps. Persini with the tap. Fleming. Fleming wants it on the return and gets it and dives in. And the try is given. Lovely little celebration as well. Charlize Fleming is the scorer. And Samoa's best player in the game so far has another to add to their 8-1 tally. They now lead. And despite Hong Kong's best efforts, the second half seems to be going the way of the first, Spencer.
Yeah, I mean, another unforced error in the bottom left corner. I think it's really smart from Samoa to be ending their sixes in that far corner, forcing Hong Kong to make that long run over for their sub-offs and letting them, you know, create those unforced errors and get that turnover ball.
But this is a winding run from Chung. He's looked really bright for Hong Kong so far. Ka-Ling Chung wants it on the return and gets it, and is almost to the line. Touch made by Nasalio. But it is tough, Spencer. I'm sure you haven't experienced this many times, but when you're down by a few tries, it's pretty hard to get yourself back into the game, at least mentally.
Yeah, no, I've been there a couple games now. Don't worry about that. But it is tough. It's that mental toughness where, you know, you keep going at that line, you keep trying, you keep doing things, you know, staying mentally in the game, not getting defeated. It is tough though.
Chung with the ball to Wong, gets it on the return, but here is Chi-Ling Wong with Chung through the centre, and here she is, Chung, little double pump there. Picks out Law. Well, crashes over, but not given. So Ho Ching Law will lay it back. Little pump and run from Wong this time. Chung weaving inside and out, caught by Nasalio. And, well, the touches are running dry for Hong Kong. Well, they're into the end zone all of a sudden. Great footwork. Needs a bit of help. Lovely weighted pass into the path of Lok Ching Sonia Ng. And it's a well-received score down that bottom right corner. Hong Kong on the board in the second half. And, well, at the moment, for the last 20 at least, we're sitting at 1-1.
Yeah, no, that was great. I think they got stuck in on that line. They were smart. They played that heads-up rugby. A good scoop, a good getting off that man-man defense and scoring that beautiful try in the corner.
Samoa, though, have not taken any of their feet off the gas, and they're already at the 7. Bailey Marchong. Good pickup. Marchong on the return. Goes herself. Glides in for another. And in the blink of an eye, all of Hong Kong's hard work is undone. As unfortunately Samoa cancel out that most recent effort through Bailey Marchong, who's been another impressive centre for Samoa today.
Yeah, when you have a middle with good footwork, a good dive, and just good technical rugby skills, she's unbeatable, honestly.
Well, we've still got about 10 minutes to go here. And it will be Hong Kong to tap. Here's the try scorer, Ng. Ball inside to Wong. Touch made on Lok. Here's Victoria Wong. Ching Lam Lok. Forces the touch. Wong. Good little wraparound. But Pang is caught. And that's the end to this most recent foray by Hong Kong, China. Well, our coverage from pitch 4 continues after this, of course, but I myself will be heading over to pitch number 6, where England women's 27 side take on Switzerland. You can stay here to catch Scotland against Singapore. Over on pitch 1, of course, at the same time, James Preston and Adam Collins will be bringing you action between Hong Kong and South Africa in the women's 27. As it looks like, Hong Kong will have gone over for another score, just a late touch in the end to deny them. And forced into the retreat, Chi-Ling Wong gets it at the half. Good pick up to feed Chung. Back inside. But another really impressive touch from Samoa. Despite their big advantage, Spencer, they're still putting in the work in defense.
Yeah, I think they have just their roles down on that 7-meter defense on line D. They know where to go, when to shut, when to corner, and they're really showing that against Hong Kong.
And Samoa then still on the offensive. Crashing up over halfway. Well, that attack hasn't gone to plan. And a lull, perhaps, falls over the game for what feels like the first time in forever, Spencer. It's been really high intensity.
Yeah, no, I think that fatigue, it was a very quick pace first half. Lots of scores put on the board for Samoa, and coasting, you know, keeping their fundamentals, but they're not hammering in like they were in the first half.
Hong Kong, though, still pushing. Victoria Chu makes good yards. In goes Chu. Powerful ball. Diving in goes Fong. Perhaps a little bit shorter of the line than she anticipated there. And, well, that was the sixth touch, so not much that Fong could have done about it regardless. So Samoa will counter. And in these closing stages, Spencer, does a bit of tactics come into it? You've got a big squad to rotate through. Is that the option here when you're 9-2 up at this stage?
I think the option here is using this as a bit of time to wrinkle out any new plays, any new structures, really get, you know, stuck in with their attack structure, their defense structure. They're not worried about losing this game. They're just worried about, you know, cleaning it up, tidying it up a bit.
And they certainly won't be losing this game if things stay the way they are at the moment. They lead by 9-2. Hong Kong up to the 10-meter. Good carry from Locke. Taken in by Yim. Some real pace injected onto the offload this time, losing the hat in the process, but Pang making good yards. And then, well, just a few too many touches to really trouble Samoa. Looking to take it straight to the edge. Over halfway, Nasalio. Ella Watkins, good pick up, and Watkins is away, desperate for support, just caught at the very last, so a turnover it will be in the favour of Hong Kong. Victoria Wong with an important touch. There's the touch on watching Sonia Ng, one of the try scorers for Hong Kong, China. As this game begins to ebb away, Hong Kong still darting as hard as they did in those opening moments. Good footwork. And, well, 6 more touches for them. And we'll return to Team Canada as we have you here, Spencer. What's next on the agenda for the mixed open side?
Some ice baths, some good food, and then a good night's sleep as we prepare for France tomorrow at 9 a.m. It's going to be a good game, good second game. I think if the weather doesn't precede us, it will be rainy as always in England. So it'll be just, you know, getting out those short balls, maybe some good hands, watching the rain, but a good game.
Well, now a resident of the UK herself, Spencer, so get used to it, I'm afraid. For now, though, Hong Kong at the 7, looking to create something in the closing stages of this Women's Open game, in which Samoa have been very impressive. Here's Locke. Locke taking it to the line. Finally finds a hole in the Samoan defence. Hong Kong, China, another on the board for them. They've doubled their scoring compared to the first half. Just once they crossed the line in the first 20, and in this second half, that's their second score, so 3 on the board. Still a long way behind Samoa, who won't be too upset with conceding in that fashion. But Samoa, They just drive their way forward with such pace. What a dive from Bailey Marchong. Took it off the half with great speed. And Bailey Marchong is still creating, even in this final few moments. Touch made on Mavela Patti Sinalape. So Hong Kong have it back. Well, the whistle goes, but it wasn't for this pitch. Elderi Bennett-Horak paused for a moment. The Hong Kong aren't pausing for anyone. They're up to halfway through Ivy Fong. Here's Howe. On come the substitutes. Round the corner from the box. That's a weaving run from Pang. And suddenly they could be over for another try here. But a last-ditch touch from Samoa denies them and forces the turnover as well. Big defensive plays, even right at the end here.
Yeah, that was amazing from Hong Kong, but it's that reaching touch that really saves Samoa. You can see the fatigue maybe settling in for both teams now as they're, getting those hard drives up and making those hard touches. Heading into a late half, I guess, yeah.
Samoa looking a little bit short for numbers there, and they will be punished for it.
Yep.
And Pang with the quick tap, feeds Law. Pang this time hands it off to Victoria Wong. Law. Howe taking her time. Chung. Just settling things for Hong Kong. Not long to go here, but Hong Kong looking to carve out one more opportunity. Lock court. Here's Ng. Wong. Switch inside, and that might be enough for Hong Kong. Chung went diving over, but another excellent lastest touch from Samoa. And look at them breaking through the centre. First touch gets them all the way up to the 10-metre. Looking to take on Hong Kong, China on the outside. Darting run from Dean Taina. Here's Isabella Nasalio. Nasalio has it back. Good drive. Once again, excellent work from Lamusu, and then they're in the end zone here. Great switch, trying to pick out anyone in blue. And Nasalio, this time, dots down for Samoa. And they do crack double figures before the end of this game. A great score, Spencer.
Yeah, one of the most stressful things as a scooper is finding that person open in the end zone. Trying to stay away from that touch and find that open player, and she was able to do it. Ball down quick. Beautiful try.
Still time for Hong Kong to craft one more opportunity, perhaps. Bennett-Horak inside to Chu. Fong. Chu again on the return. Great work from Chu, and the ball just beyond Ivy Fong. She does well to regather. Elderi Bennett-Horak. Fong. Touch made. Fong on the wrap, but unfortunately penalised there. So instead it's a turnover, and that could be it for Hong Kong here. I'll be heading over to Highfields 6 after this game, where England take on Switzerland in the women's 27 before games, a double header for France. First in the men's, then in the mixed 30 against Wales and Germany respectively. Those games all live for you over on Pitch 6, another live stream available, the Fit YouTube channel as well as Next Gen. A roar goes up for Fiji on the pitch behind us. Still fending off South Africa. Whereas this game, well, we've known the result for quite some time, Spencer, but it's been entertaining regardless.
Yeah, I think even right now you can see Hong Kong still in it. They're still gritting in with this great drive, still diving at the line like we just saw and never giving up at the end.
The spirit of touch rugby throughout this World Cup. There's sides who have never been at a World Cup before, or there's sides that have always been at the World Cup. plenty of those across the board. So different levels as the buzzer finally goes to bring us an end to this fixture. Well, it was an impressive performance from Samoa. Great response from their women's team after their mixed 30 side were defeated by France. But the women's side are off the mark with a great victory here against Hong Kong, China, who fall to Samoa by 10-3. Spencer, great performance from Samoa, ones to watch, even in a group as tough as theirs.
Yeah, I think so. I think they bring a flair to the game. They're fun to watch, and they have those players that have grit and determination who will pull out a crazy win at the end, I think, if they need.
Well, thank you so much, Spencer, for being with us. And thank you for listening to us on Pitch 4. I'm Wilfred Kemsley. I'll be jumping over to Pitch 6 now.